Yo, it's classic with the classic codes, man. Yeah, we got another reaction. But before we get into it, I need you to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and as we go along, drop a comment so we can have a conversation. We got to crack these codes, man. But without further ado, for our first time, we're going to head over to Cam Newton Funky Fridays pod. He having a conversation with my old celebrity crush from when I was much, much younger, Keri Hilson, right? And she giving her take on athletes, right? So we're going to go ahead and tap into this conversation and see what she got to say. And I'm going to get my 2 cents as usual. We ain't about wasting no time, so let's roll.
Yeah, athletes, I think, if I can be real, this is what I say to my girlfriends about my experiences with the two. I've only dated two athletes, so I'm not going to speak generally, but I do also, I'm friends with wives still. And I had learned a lot because, again, I'm an observer in the world. Mm-hmm. So I had learned a lot about what the women in the athletes' lives have, what they felt and what the experience was, whether they would say it or not. But a lot of them would be vocal. But athletes.
Okay. All right, y'all. We effectively about a minute into her trying to answer the question, and she just beginning to get ready to start to begin, to get ready to start to begin, to get ready to get going, to get ready to get on the line, to get ready to on your mark, to get set, to get ready to go, to get ready. Just say what you're saying, shorty. You finna talk about men. Whatever you finna say, we heard worse. Whatever you finna say, we heard worse or dealt with worse or had an experience that made us feel worse than whatever you about to say gonna make us feel. You don't have to offer us 40 disclaimers. Just talk.
You guys have never, I won't say never, but very seldom were you challenged on being a good partner or a good brother or a good son or a good student.
How about this?
Or a good...
You say everything that you want to say and I will correct if needed.
Okay.
So you have full...
Yes, I'm being careful because I'm talking.
Thank you, Cam. Cam, just give her permission to talk because we're never going to get started. We're never going to get started.
Talking to an athlete. I don't want to offend you.
You're not. Trust me. You can't offend
or
me.
anyone else, but yeah, I think that you guys have.
Hey, sorry, y'all. I'm not going to let the shit get started now. It's a pet peeve of mine, G, when women try to talk to a man like he's a delicate flower. Just talk. Just talk. Trust me. My everyday male experience is worse than whatever the fuck you about to say gonna make me feel. Just talk.
Relationally, you're stunted because a lot of people have appeased and placated you. Mm-hmm. And so you've gotten your way with women, with teachers, with sometimes pastors, you know what I mean? Because everyone's a fan or nobody wants to be in the way of you making it, and so women don't challenge a certain side of you relationally. And so in my experience, and again, that's mine and the experience of those who I'm from, who I would speak with. In my experience, that was apparent that just stunted emotionally, stunted, like learning things we're talking in 30s that maybe someone by 21 would have known. You know what I mean?
Like
relational things, like how to be honest, or I mean, so many things, but how to express, what I mean? How to be mature about
I would agree with you.
Just certain things that
I will agree with you, but I think
and it wasn't your focus, not to cut you out, but it wasn't y'all's focus. Relationships couldn't have been your focus. You were paid to run the ball down the field or pass the, you know what I mean? And you were paid to do very specific things that anything else that required other things from you, really, your job had to take precedence over a lot of things. So it's not always your fault. It's not your fault at all, really.
I think as you're talking, there's certain things that's coming up. It's like, yo, you don't learn how to love because anybody will love you.
Yes. Bottom line.
Let me jump in real quick because this doesn't just apply to athletes. It applies to ambitious and successful men, period. See, athletes, it seems like the star-studded 5-star athlete had an easy road. It's a lot of pitfalls, a lot of hurdles, a lot of mental games that you got to overcome to be a top tier elite professional athlete and make millions of dollars. That same set of circumstances and day-to-day grind and dedication and obsession to that craft, it takes the same level of that to be successful in all fields. The best plumber in the world ain't necessarily sitting around thinking about how his girl feel. The best the best heating and air conditioning dude in the world, the most sought after, highest paid person that's still coming to your house to fix your AC and your heat with their bare hands and your radiator with their bare hands. That person, or even the people with smart houses, the people who do the highest paid smart house wirer, all these people are obsessed, highly ambitious, highly focused. And if you're a woman that's going to deal with a truly ambitious man, which I covered in a question of the day that I'm gonna be posting later today on my Classic Codes channel. This will be on the Classic Code Sports. But if a woman is dealing with that type of man, understand that she's going to effectively, in a lot of ways, be secondary or third to on his list of priorities. And some women can't take that, but they also want somebody who offers the amenities of a man who has been successful at a high level. So it goes back to the, if you have a lot of resources, you may not give her enough time, energy on the things that she wants time and energy on. But if you don't have resources, you ain't even gonna get her time or energy. So how do you win? You see what I'm saying? Let's let Cam cook.
Yes.
And it's like stepping away from the game and experiencing. We know how we are. I know and I don't even feel like I'm selling out. It's just the truth. It's like, bro, everybody, like I tell my kids all the time. I mean, my all-star kids, C1N has been a philanthropic give back for me in certain cases that, we provide football camps and things. And when I talk to kids and it's like, man, I got a girlfriend. I'm like, how old are you? 16. I said, what school are you going to? Georgia, the University of Georgia. Yeah. Is she going there with you? No, she can't get in. I said, oh, all right. You want the good news or you want the bad news? Like I've been living for a long time and I ain't never known nobody to be married to their high school sweetheart. That's not to say keep on living. Because it's not to say that you can't get married to your high school sweetheart, because they do. And that's real love. But more times than not.
Yeah, especially in athletics. Yeah.
About that.
It's hard to make.
Have y'all ever seen Get Out?
Yeah. Yeah, there were some real things about that too. But yeah, I think you said it in a nutshell. Like you haven't learned how to love. That's a talent, a tool that you haven't needed or that you couldn't cultivate. So everything. That's what I couldn't pinpoint one thing for you when you asked me what things. I'm like, it's really all of it as it pertains to love.
It blitzed you. And he was like, hold on, what can I?
Yeah, I don't know if it's that the man haven't learned how to love or if it's that he already in love with something that's not you. It gets translated different from the other side, right? She receiving it as he need to learn how to love. It's like, nah, he already in love, bro, in love with the game. Highly ambitious men are in love with the game. They don't feel right if they not grinding. Why you think Big Cam right here get up every day and go hit them weights like he still got training camp coming up? He love that shit. He never gonna not do it. If his chick he with right now up and lead a day, he never gonna not do it. You see what I'm saying? That a lot of times ambitious people, and then also the pro to being in love with the grind is the grind ain't never gonna leave you. Grind ain't never gonna forsake you. The grind ain't gonna betray you. You know what come with that. Whereas being in love with putting a woman first, it makes everything volatile. And that's the reality of the situation. I'm not saying it's a bad choice to make, but the reality of the situation is there's a higher level of volatility to everything you got going on when your first investment is a female.
Share. What can I just
no, it was a lot of things. It was so many. I just was like, I want to prioritize them and give you the best ones, but I'm like, really, it's a lot.
All right, let me lock in. Yeah, man, that was a good video, man. I like Keri's take. I understand where she's coming from. Just because I disagree don't mean I think I'm right and she's wrong. I understand her perspective. Hopefully, y'all can see this and have a balanced understanding of all perspectives given too. But man, I like this one. I'm gonna tap into more Cam's content, and we just having fun on the Classic Code Sports. We're gonna come with every type of different coverage from all angles, as long as it got something to do with athletics, man. Let's do it. So, man, with that being said, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button for sure. Drop some comments, and if you don't do nothing else, man, stick to the codes. Yes, Lord.